I have written it on the top, all the research question, all the central phenomena, so that when I am writing the code, I should be looking at this just to restrict the number of codes or the coding process. So there are two types of coding we did, that where there is a manual coding. So I'll show you the various example. So this was the transcript you can see here. So I have just, what I did, I first did a manual code by hand. So you can see that I have taken a printout, and I is for the interviewer and R is for the respondent. So you can see that I have coded it like that. Maybe agriculture work is no work. He's writing here because he's saying, did you used to do any work earlier? So he said, I used to do agriculture work. Now I also do agriculture work. And initially he said that, no, I don't do any work. So I am writing here as a part of this code, which is the a type of in vivo code, and I have written it like agriculture work is a no work. And then I have gone down, like I have written here death of the husband, early death of son. So this, in one transcript, you take a printout, go through that and try to do a manual coding by hand, just to familiarize yourself. Because once you are sitting with the QDA minor Lite, then you may find it, maybe, I don't know. That's just a way. If you are comfortable on the soft copy, in one go, that is also okay. But that is just a way you can try manual code, but you can again try directly on the QDA also. But I've just shown you, if you want to try it by writing the code, you can write it here, like death of the husband, then early death of the son. Then I have gone down and again coded here. I have given a lot of code here. So I did somewhat like a splitter code. Like I started here, but he, so I have written like accessibility and availability of the treatment, then non-compliance, early age, young and trapped, faith in medicine and non-compliance. So you can see I have given all this. Then the monthly medication, I've written that no communication from doctor, then timely availability of the medicine. Again, this is just a one transcript, range 1 to 2 months. So you can see the code. So there are 3 columns. Here you can see there is a preliminary code and then there is a final code. So in the preliminary code, I have coded like whatever comes to my mind or whatever came to my mind at that time. So this is one example of if you have to do a coding. Now, if you want to take it on the MS Word, then again the same thing I have typed on the MS Word. So you can see that I have highlighted it with the color, and then I have written that agriculture work is no work. And again, I have written the same thing. I have colored it and I have typed it. So you can either use a pen and do it on hard copy, or you can use a Word document, select that particular section and give that as a code. So this is the other way. This is again, you can see various color coding, and I have written like the codes. So now coming to the other third, that is the QDA. So for QDA, now I will demonstrate it. So how do, in the last, the first session, we have told you how to keep the transcript. So how to manage your transcript, you should have a one folder of your transcript and then keep that different folders separate. Like if you are interviewing patient, keep a separate folder for patient. If you are doing the interview of doctors, keep a folder for doctors. So similarly, you have to organize your filing system in the computer or in the laptop, so that it is easy for you. Even the field notes, you can copy the field notes on the same transcript. And if you remember, we have given you a format where the field notes, it started with field notes, that transcript. So that is again good, field notes. And again, knowing the analytical memo and field notes, Remember, field notes is the observation of the overall process of the interview, which you go and take it. While the analytical memo we have discussed, your reflection on that particular code, and if you are making category, how you are deciding for that. That is your particular analytical memo. So you should be knowing the difference between the your field note and the analytical memo. Now coming to the QDA minor Lite. So all of you have downloaded. I hope all of you have downloaded QDA minor, except for there's an issue with the Mac user. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Dr. Shamshad can look into this matter. Okay, we'll see in the evening probably. One of you can try helping you people with this Mac version. But for rest of you, apart from one participant, have you downloaded your QDA minor Lite? It's a free software. That's a free version. Okay, Visheshwara is writing yes. Akanksha, Sushri. Salman is writing no. Salman, then how will you practice? You need to download it. Maybe you can do it today so that tomorrow you have to practice. What about the other people? If you know the commands in one software, then other software like NVivo, it will be easy for you. Because that's what I know, that the team of AIMS Bhopal, you people will do it on NVivo. So we'll teach that later, because everyone will not have NVivo now. And on that free version, again, it is only there for 15 days. So we may plan another like one-day workshop on this NVivo. So now I'll show. So on your window icon, you type QDA. So I'm demonstrating it. Please see it carefully. And then we'll have a breakout room where you can practice. So I have typed this QDA minor Lite. I click this. Then this window will appear. Like use free edition and upgrade. So I have to use this free edition. So I have clicked OK. And then you have to wait for some time. Now, once you have opened it, this window will appear where you can see there are various options. There is the option of create new project, open an existing project, and reopen a recently opened project. So you have to create a new project. So I will click this, create new project. So once you create a new project, there are three options here. Create a project from a list of document, import from data file or web services, or create a blank project. So right now, because I assume that all of us will have a folder where we will have the transcript. And ideally, it is recommended, if you have one transcript, import that and start doing the coding process. That will help you in taking the interview also, further interview, because that will help you to reflect upon yourself what you missed and what you should not have done. I'll show you one transcript where we have commented it, and as a lead investigator, because in this doctor shopping, I guess there will be more number of interviewers. So you can apply this, like you can edit their interview in the first, after giving the going and for the field testing. And then again, you can give comments on their interview process on the transcript that I'll show. So this create a project from the list of documents. So I have to click this. So if I click this, this will lead me to a window of something like this, where you can see there are all file types like TXT, RTF, doc, star, WPD, and etc. And with this QDA, it will show all the folder towards this side. Like this will show you towards this side. So you can see here I have got my all these folders. Now you have to show it a path. So this folder is saved here in my drive. In my drive, it is saved. So you have to show the path, and I will go to the respective folder. So it is QMHR, and it is AIMS Bhopal training phase 2 And then you can see in phase 2, there will be a folder. Just a sec. Yes, I'm seeing it. In phase 2, you can see in day 2, no, this is for the doctor shopping. That it is there in the day 2 itself. This is the, can you see that? Transcript file HIV perception. This is day 2. So you have to click this and then all the transcript, which are already there. That's okay. I'll not import it. So all the transcript you can see here. So you have to select the folder from this window. This window will show you the folders, and you have to select the folder. Once you click this folder, the file appears here in this window. Is it clear to all of you? Once you do it, and then it will be clear. I am just demonstrating it. So what I did, I have gone to this window icon. I have typed the QDA minor Lite. I have used the free version. Then I have used the create a new project and project from the existing file. And in that I have shown the path. Now it's the time to add. So I will select few, like you may select all, or you may select like 2, 3 first. So maybe I'll show you with these 3. So once you select this, there will be appearance of this button, which is the add. So this add, if you click this will be added here. And then you have to click this option of create. So click this create. Once you click this create, it will ask you to show, by default it is there. So remove images is automatically clicked, and you don't have to do anything with this. You just click OK. And then it will show you a path where you want to save it. So it saved the file as a QDA minor Lite QDP file type. And maybe I have saved it here. So for the practice, for demo underscore QDA, I am saving it with that name. And I have saved this. So it has been saved in that file. Now, wait for a few seconds, because it will start importing and showing the file. So now this window has appeared. So is it clear how we have imported and how we have not imported, how we have added and then create a file from the existing folder? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, Dipender is saying yes. Now, you can see there are many, many views here. There is a view towards the left side. I'll just show you. So you can see there are 3 windows here. There is a window of cases. There is a window of variable. And this is a window of code. If you see in this this one, this is a Word, MS Word interface. And you can see all those options like bold, italics. If you wish, you can directly type here. That can also be done. But generally, we create a Word document and we add it in the software, because then you can also import that to any other software. Import this other software also, like NVivo, if you have got the version. So in this, I will just enlarge this view. So you can see cases. So it is recognizing this HCP. I have given the name is HCP is like the healthcare person. Then I have given the serial number. Then the district like Saran and maybe Patna. And then he was a program manager or doctor or what, that I have written. So now coming to each options, now we have to see that we have to give the name of the variable. So remember, we have learned about the attribute coding, where we have named like which area or what was the profession of the person. So for that, I will show you the various options. So this is the option of project. These are the save option, save as and everything. This is the note. If you click this, there will be a appearance of a blank page, and you can write about your project, this project, a brief description. Because, okay, I forgot to mention in the coding process, the team coding versus the solo coding. So what is a solo coding? If you are the single lone coder, you are coding for the whole transcript. This is known as the solo coding. You are doing as a single person. Then there is something known as the two coder. Many times there are the two PI and the co-PI, they do the coding simultaneously and then they share the code book. Then there is a third type which is known as the team coding. And in the team coding, what happened, like maybe in this case, there will be maybe more than, I don't know how to do it, because that's the call of the lead PI. But ideally, it should not be many people. 1 or 2%, 2% should code every transcript, because then there will be many thought processes going on and you will not be able to reach to a theme. So that's a maximum 2 coder that is recommended, and you should you may discuss it at the end of the day, how the other person is coding and how you are coding. So you can match your code book and you can see. Many of like the Saldana also refers to the that if you are using a multiple coder, then you should see the agreement, the kappa statistics. And NVivo has got a feature which measures the agreement, and the agreement should be as high as 80% for it to develop a theme and theory. Again, there are few authors which are critique to this agreement, and they say no, it should be done by the consensus, like sitting together and then having a consensus. But again, seeing the time constraint, it's not always possible to sit 2 people together. You can decide that 2 people should individually code, and then they may share their code book or discuss their code book to have a final consensus on the overall coding. So now, did you understand the concept of the sole coding and the team coding? All of you? Yes or no, you have to type that. I don't know whether you have understood or not. So Sujit is writing yes. Okay, thank you. So this, so that's why, again, even if you take a decision to do a coding on your own, like single coder, and you want to share your code book to any senior, just to have a opinion or just to have a feedback, in that case, you can write about your project. What is your project all about? Because you will share this file. Okay. So Sandeep is asking me to repeat. Okay. Thank you, Sandeep. Sandeep, in the process of coding, I forgot to mention the concept of sole coding versus team coding. So solo means a single person coding. So like maybe I have done for this qualitative, like I did the coding. Like Ria did recently, she has finished a project on filariasis, quality of life. So she did the overall coding. So she was a single coder. So you can take a call, either one person will code all the data, and then she consulted us also, like we reviewed that code book. So you can do like that. Or what you can do, like 2 people can code together, and then you can match the agreement between the 2 coder. And NVivo has got an option when you can see the kappa statistics of the code book generated by the 2 researcher. Right. But again, there are critique against that also, because they say that it is not a quantitative study. So why to see the agreement? It should not be statistically proven. Rather, 2 coders sit together and do the coding. So there are various ways of doing it. You have to see the feasibility. Again, all the great qualitative researcher, they say they prefer to do a lone coding or a solo coding, because they say that our own thinking process, and it's we who has the hold of all the data. And if there are multiple people thinking, then there may not be a consensus. So again, you may decide how you have to proceed with the coding process. Again, one thing can be done, that you do the solo coding, or maybe two people can code, and then you can reach to a consensus on your code book. Is it okay, Sandeep? Have you understood? Okay. So now this was the option of project. So you can write a description of the whole project. And then this is the language. These are of not of much use. There is a use of this property, but I'm not telling you. So coming to this variable, if you click on this variable, you have to create a variable. So I will write add variable. If you write add variable, you have to write the name of the variable. So maybe I may write age of the person. So you have to write age, and you have to describe it. Age in years. And in the data type, you can see it is a data which is a numeric, and it is an integer. So it is you can see here, and then you can add this. So now once you click this add, it has come to this variable name. So it is a variable, data type is integer, and age in years. Okay. Now maybe I want that gender, because there will be male participants, there will be female participants. And maybe you want, because those characteristics are required. If you see the verbatim, if you see the quotes, if the attribute coding is there, it will help you in making a theme or making a category. How female is thinking on this process, how male is thinking on this process. So that's why gender is also needed. So apart from that, I'll write this gender, and maybe in the description, you can write gender of the study participants. And this will be a nominal, because you have to enter like male and female. So you can press on this edit, and you can write male, female. And if like, if you want to take, means if there are transgender, like in case of our HIV, there were transgenders also. So you can write transgender, and then you press OK. And then once you have pressed OK, you have to press this add. So now you can see there's a third. Now third, you can write occupation. So this variable is for the attribute coding. Description I'm just leaving. In this will also be a nominal. And here you can write like maybe in doctor shopping case, there can be a doctor, or it can be a patient, or it can be a administrator, or it can be a caregiver, or it can be like any other. Like right now, I can think of these four. So this will involve all the stakeholders which you are going to interview. And then you have to press OK. And then you have to press add. So this will be like occupation. You can write like place or district if your study involves more than one district. Again, here you have to write ordinal. And here you can write maybe like Bhopal, or maybe Ujjain, or any other district. And you can write OK. And then you have to add it. So you can see here. So this is, and then you have to press on this create. Once you press on this create, you can see that these file and document, these variable, they are automatically generated because you are importing a Word document and a file. Again, the other thing like age, gender, occupation, and district, this you have created. So are you clear up till this point? I'll again repeat, you have to go to the variable section, click add, then click on adding that. If you click on add, then it will have a window like this. You have to give the variable name. The variable name will always come in block letter, the caps lock. Then you have to describe the data type, whether that is numeric, date, time, or what, short string. And then here also, like, you can write about one more thing, like which type. Variable name is the type of data. So in the type of data, you can write, it will also be a ordinal, and you can give like is it a memo, analytical memo, is it the interview, and you can press OK, and you can add, and you can create. So you can see here this got added, the age, gender. I will just enlarge this. So file, age, gender, occupation. So I have just created variable. I have not populated it. I have not entered anything into this. Is it clear to everyone? So you have imported the document, and this is the Word thing. Again, if you go to this variable, and again you can see here there is a spreadsheet editor. So I will first tell you how to enter. Like this is a first case. So I may write the age of the person. So age of the person may be, I have that data, maybe 45 years. Gender is male. Occupation is doctor, because I have written like that, doctor. District is maybe Bhopal. And type of data is maybe the interview. So this I have written. Again, I will select this second one. And I may write like this. Okay, so you can enter here, or what you can do, you can go to the variable section. There is an option of spreadsheet editor. If you click this, you can see here, you can select from this here, and you can enter like maybe 34 year. Gender is male or female, you can write, or transgender. Occupation you can write, if she's an administrator. And then you can write district, maybe you can select whatever is there. And here in the type of data, you can write maybe the interview. Similarly, this also you can write. So if you have like filled this, and you have to press this apply. Press this apply and close this. Then you can see the second person also, all these, it has appeared like 34-year female, administrator Ujjain, an interview. So either you can select this and keep on writing here in this window, or it's better that you go to variable, there is a spreadsheet editor, and you write here. Is it okay up till this point? Then I will take one more option here. How to do that? Because you can see there is something known as the paste from clipboard. Okay, if Sujit is saying yes, okay. So like what we recommend, that you should have an Excel sheet of all the individual and these characteristics of your interview transcript. So you can have that Excel sheet, and you can copy that Excel sheet and paste it here. But for that, you need to create those many variables here. So you have to create variable, then you can click this, paste from like Excel sheet. I may show you here, like how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can go to this Excel sheet, maybe like this is one data. I've just randomly created this. You can select this data, copy this. Again, you can come back to this. And you can use this option. This is not enabled here because it is already populated. So if you delete this, so now you can see this has got like the same one, it has got pasted. I will again copy it. I will cut this, not this one, just a sec. And then you can copy it here. And you can paste it. For pasting, you need to use this option. Why this is not getting? No, again, it is not. This one is not. So I was doing it. Let me do it once again. I think there are 3 rows here, 1, 2, 3. So I have copied it. At times it creates problem. And maybe I delete it. So I have closed all the changes. Yes. And I'll again go to this spreadsheet editor. And I will select these 3. So yes, you can see that. I have pasted this mail A, B, and C in this. Once it is pasted from clipboard. Can you see 32, 3, male, female, and ABC? I have copied it from this Excel. So you have a database of this Excel and you can copy and again you can paste it here if you don't want to create. But this variable creation is needed. Those many variables needs to be created here by the option of this insert variable, and then you can copy paste the Excel sheet here. Is it okay to everyone? But it should be in the same order as you have done, like transcript in the same order. Else, if it is less like 10 to 15, you can enter those variables here as a separate thing, not copying it from the Excel sheet. Is it okay to all of you? And in the full version, you can import it, but since it is not the full version, so that option is not there. So I'm closing and I'm not saving. I want to lose all this, so that's why I have done like this. Okay. So this is the option of variable and how to add it. So if it is okay, then right now I am not telling you the process of coding, and that we'll discuss tomorrow. So all of you can practice this option of creating variable and this adding the document from the file using the QDA miner. So Dr. Akanksha, can you please open the breakout room? And after this, Dr. Akanksha, can you hear me? Ria or Haripriya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can. Okay, so after this practice, again tomorrow we will start with this coding process.
In the breakout room.
Yes, you can open 2 breakout room because there are 22 participants. So Dr. Ria will see one breakout room and Dr. Haripriya will look after the other breakout room. And in this, all of you please practice it once. The second thing is, you please listen to this song, the Katy Perry song of Roar today, and we'll discuss that tomorrow also, and we'll see the coding.
उनको करवाना पड़ेगा, हमें नहीं, उनको करवाना है.
Mute. Ria. Okay, Ria, I think you should mute yourself. So, and with after this practice, we will conclude the today's session, and we'll again meet tomorrow at probably at 10, like we met today. So tomorrow, after this practice, all of you, those of you who could not download it, please do that. We have shared the transcript file of Doctor Shopping with them. 9:30, I am ready. Previously also, we were ready at 9:30, but very few of you could join at 9:30. We may start at 9:30. We may start from 9 also. What do you say? Because if we start early, we could finish because tomorrow is Saturday. And it's half day for the institute. I think in AIMS Bhopal also it's half day. So if we start by 9:30, we will finish by 2. So all of you agree to start from 9:30? Sandeep is saying 8:30. As the house decides, no problem. Okay, so in the group also, please convey the timing. If it is from 8:30 or 9:30 or 9, whatever time, by group consensus. So now you have to make a group consensus and convey the timing to us. The software are not opening. It will not be open in the mobile. Please join from the laptop. Neither in the tab also. You have to use the laptop. Okay, so 9:30, I think.